Instant karma just struck WNBA star Brittney Griner, suspended after a shocking confrontation with breakout rookie Caitlin Clark. The video goes viral, fans erupt, and the league finally acts. But was it too little, too late? If you're fired up, smash like, hit subscribe, let's dive in.
Indiana Fever and Atlanta Dream played. Indiana Fever is where Caitlin Clark plays. Atlanta Dream is where Brittney Griner plays. Now you tell me what it looks like Brittney Griner is saying here.
That we were talking about earlier today.
For a little bit of context, this was in the fourth quarter after Brittney Griner fouled out against Caitlin Clark, and Indiana Fever would go on to win by 5. Now I'm going to tell you what I think she said. Let's play it back. Looks to me like she is saying trash and then calling Caitlin Clark a bleep white girl. Just a reminder, this is who Joe Biden traded for the Russian merchant of death. So many WNBA players hate Caitlin Clark so much when she is the best thing that could have happened to the league. And she's not the best thing that happened to the league because she's white.
It all unfolds during the May 22nd showdown. Atlanta Dream versus Indiana Fever in Atlanta. Clark, the league's shining rookie, stuns again. Then Griner fouls out, turns, and appears to mouth trash white girl in direction of Clark, sparking outrage.
If you want to get people never to watch the WNBA, this is an amazing way to do it. If the league is going to be rooted in this sort of nastiness with regard to its only real star, good luck to them. Well, folks, the left has a real problem in the United States. They've spent the last several decades talking about how racism is an endemic problem in American life. And there's a problem with that problem, which is there's not enough racism.
Within hours, the clip spreads like wildfire. Conservative voices condemn her. Liberal commentators debate what she actually said. Tensions spill over on court. In a separate game, Griner storms off mid-interview, shouting the F********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************
caught on tape during a game with the Indiana Fever, dropping racial slurs against Caitlin Clark. I mean, pretty obviously doing so.
Fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
And it doesn't take a lot of genius to lip read Brittney Griner, whose voice, by the way, is about as low as mine is, calling her trash and an effing white girl. Now, of course, if Caitlin Clark had ever suggested the same in reverse, using black as opposed to white in that sentence, that'd be the end of her WNBA career. But Brittney Griner is going strong. It's totally fine.
With the controversy spiraling, calls for an official WNBA response amplify. Griner's past, including her high-profile Russian imprisonment and prisoner swap, only adds weight. Then, boom, the WNBA announces a contract suspension. Though details are scarce, it's a historic move signaling that not even elite players are untouchable.
What else happened to everybody else?
I mean, I know there's always consequences to actions. You know, what I did, I already know that I was going to get, some time for that. And, I respect, I got 3 games. Okay. I'm not disputing that at all. Do I think that it shouldn't have been 3 across the board? Boom, everybody involved in it, 3-3-3? I think that would have been, honestly, fair. I would have been happy today with that. Not happy today. And it's not because of my suspension. I take ownership.
Clark isn't just a rookie. She's the WNBA's new face. A Time Athlete of the Year finalist, Nike-backed, and driver of record TV ratings and ticket sales. Split screen. One side sees Griner as disloyal and racist. The other defends her, citing mishearing and emotional reaction to referee calls.
Brittney Griner is playing a game, and this is what Brittney Griner calls. I was not going to comment on any of this stuff until this took place. Watch what she says. The entire internet has reacted to this. Here's Brittney Griner. They're playing against the Indiana Fever, and look what she's saying. Go ahead, Rob.
For the ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
Well, that pretty much sounds like trash effing white girl.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest.
So the whole market reacts to this with Brittney Griner, right? And then the other quote, Rob, then I'm going to wrap this up and then I'm going to go to Adam. Put the quote of Brittney Griner, what she said about the NBA. This is so funny how all this stuff works out, right? She says, this is from Brittney. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there, watching on purpose. It's very disruptive. It's called a freaking game that they pay you money to play. Don't play the game.
What about teammates? How will this affect locker room dynamics? Will other players speak up or stay silent? The WNBA's inconsistency, rigor prosecuting fan tweets versus protecting insiders, threatens credibility. There's a racial complexity here. Griner, black and outspoken, versus Clark, vaulted for her talent and white identity. This touches on bigger questions of race, identity, double standards, and accountability in sports.
By Autumn Johnson.
BG, right now you have 10 points, 5 rebounds. We see the Atlanta Dream as being very... Right now she's talking to the refs about holding. We're going to send it back to you guys.
Very important questions.
Legal and ethics experts suggest league had power to act immediately under standard conduct clauses. The suspension now appears reactive, not preventative. Short-term, Griner loses pay, endorsements vanish, contractual leverage gone. Long-term, will the WNBA enforce tougher codes? Or remain reactive? Could Griner appeal? Lawsuits loom, especially if she challenges unfair termination. Contracts allow this, but messy PR fallout remains. This is turning point for WNBA. Uphold integrity, or let politics erode the league. With Clark sidelined soon for injury, the void in leadership by example is glaring. In short, Griner's momentary rage triggered institutional action, but paused Clark's momentum and cast the WNBA's judgment into doubt. Will this be evolution or self-destruction? You decide. Like, subscribe, comment. Integrity or drama? It finally happened. Brittney Griner, the face of controversy, has been hit with the harshest punishment of her career. The same player America traded an arms dealer for just got suspended by the WNBA after launching a racially charged attack on rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. But here's what the media won't tell you. This wasn't just one incident. It was the breaking point after years of unchecked behavior, entitlement, and league protection. And now, instant karma just hit her like a freight train. It happened in front of thousands. During a tense third quarter, Griner delivered what appeared to be a targeted hit to Caitlin Clark. The video immediately went viral, with fans and analysts calling it an act of aggression and even labeling it a hate-fueled cheap shot. What stunned everyone, though, wasn't just the act. It was the silence that followed from the WNBA. This wasn't a one-off. Brittney Griner has been surrounded by controversy for years. In 2015, she was arrested for domestic violence against her then-wife. In 2022, she became the center of a global incident after being detained in Russia with vape cartridges. America traded a convicted arms dealer, the Merchant of Death, for her release. But instead of gratitude, Griner returned home and continued to spark outrage, from walking out during the national anthem to repeated on-court aggression. Enter Caitlin Clark, the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, the highest-selling jersey in WNBA history. And yet, from day one, Clark has been targeted, not just by opponents, but by her own league. Facing pressure from fans, media, and sponsors, the WNBA finally acted. Griner's contract has been suspended. This marks a historic moment, the league enforcing its no space for hate policy after months of ignoring it. The locker room has turned cold. Coaches no longer defending her. Players distancing themselves. Sponsors fleeing. The WNBA's timing wasn't just ethical, it was financial. With new TV rights and Nike renewals on the line, the league couldn't afford this PR nightmare. The bottom line forced their hand. And that might be the biggest lesson here. When values fail, money speaks louder. This decision has redefined player conduct policies across women's sports. Other leagues are watching. This was more than a suspension. It was a wake-up call for a league at a crossroads. Griner's fall is tragic, yes, but necessary. And in its place, a new WNBA may be rising, one that finally protects its players and listens to its fans. Hit that like button if you believe in accountability. Subscribe for the truth behind sports' biggest stories. And drop a comment.